What's up travellers, SJ Aviation HQ here and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be doing the model review of the National Airlines Boeing 747-400 freighter by Gemini jets in 1/2 scale. This model here was released in the August 2021 release and was alongside the Alliance Embraer E190 in my unboxing video. Want to go ahead and check that out? There'll be a card in the top right corner leading you to that video. Of course, before we go any further in this video, go ahead and subscribe if you're new, and down that bell icon next to it so you don't miss out on any future videos. Also, comment below if you have this model in your collection already, and what your thoughts are of that model. And also share this video to your friends, and also like the video if you enjoy it so far. So before we go ahead and check out the box which is in front of you at the moment, I'm going to read out some information regarding National Airlines as an airline, some information about the aircraft, and a little bit of history about the airframe. So founded in 1985, National Air Cargo, also operating as National Airlines, is an American airline based in Orlando, Florida. It operates on-demand cargo and passenger charter services. The carrier added scheduled passenger services from its hub at Orlando Sanford International Airport on December 16th, 2015. As of today, which is October the 25th, 2021 for those that are watching in the future, and according to popular aviation website planespitters.net, National Airlines operates a total of 8 aircraft, including 6 Boeing 747 BCFs, BCF standing for Boeing Converted Freighter, for its cargo operations, and 1 Airbus A330-200 and additional 1 Boeing 757-200 operating passenger charter services. The airline additionally has no further aircraft on order, although I really hope one day that this airline gets Boeing 777 freighters for its cargo operations, because I reckon this delivery will look pretty nice on a 777, especially the freighter, or maybe even the 300ER freighter coming in very soon in the future. So going into some information about the aircraft. This aircraft's MSN number, or the manufacturer serial number, is 25238. This aircraft's line number is 872, which means this aircraft was the 872nd 747 to roll off the production line at Boeing. This aircraft was originally built as a Boeing 747-400M, the M being the Combi. This is the variant that operates both freighter operations and cargo operations in the same aircraft. Pretty much the same variant as the KLM 747. If you want to go ahead and check out the model review I did of that model, go ahead and check out the top right corner. There will be a card leading to that video. This aircraft was converted into a Boeing 747-400 BCF, again a Boeing converted freighter. This aircraft performed its first flight on August the 14th, 1991. As of today, this aircraft is 30.2 years old and was built at Everett's Painfield in Washington near Seattle, and this airframe is currently active. The current registration of this aircraft is November 952 Charlie Alpha. This aircraft is a Boeing 747-400 BCF, specifically a 428 BCF, 28 being the Boeing customer code for Air France or French customers. I'll go into detail about why it has a French Boeing customer code. This aircraft was delivered to National Airlines on January the 30th, 2010, and is equipped with 4 General Electric CF6-80 Charlie 2 Bravo 1 Foxtrot engines. This aircraft is nicknamed Ed, and this aircraft once operated for Air France and Air France Cargo, registered as Foxtrot-Golf India Sierra Alpha from September the 17th, 1991 to January the 30th, 2010, and was leased and operated by Air Atlanta Icelandic, as the registration was Tango Foxtrot November Alpha Charlie, and that was between September the 10th, 2010 to the 30th of December 2011, which was then, after that, it was then re-registered as November 952 Charlie Alpha, which of course is the aircraft's current registration. So that's a bit of history about the aircraft. This aircraft has definitely had a very rich history. So now, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and check out this box. So as you can see, it is a rather generic Gemini Jets box. In the top left corner, we've got the Gemini Jets logo. And then in the top right, we've got one of the trademark slogans for Gemini Jets, made for collectors, by collectors, with a trademark logo at the top here. Here in the middle, we've got the 2D rendering of the aircraft. Very, very nice. I was very excited to see this aircraft was released by Gemini Jets. It was a definite must for my cargo operations to my airport. If I want to go ahead and check out the playlist of the model reviews of the model airport updates that I've done so far, there will be a card in the top right corner. Go ahead and check them out. So here we have the Boeing 747-400 freighter trademark titles. Of course, this is a Boeing converter freighter, of course, a BCF, not just a freighter. Here we have the National Airlines Cargo or National Airlines logo in blue font, very nice. And this aircraft is in 1:100 scale. Just as like every other Gemini Jets box, we've got the look inside tab. So if you just put it up, that's where the model would be sitting. And then here we have some information about the Boeing 747 as an aircraft. I want to go ahead and check that out and pause it. Go ahead and do it so now. And then here we have some specifications regarding the specific aircraft and airframe. And then we have some diagrams in terms of the side view and the top view and I think it's the imperial measurement. Very cool. And on the bottom panel, we've got the Gemini Jets logo here, and then some details regarding Gemini Jets and what they do. On the right panel, we've got the Gemini Jets logo and the item number, which of course is GJNCR2016, or if that was read out in the phonetic alphabet, it would be Golf Juliet November Charlie Romeo 2016. And on the right side of this panel, we've got the aircraft's 2D rendering, and of course the Boeing 747-400 freighter writing there. On the top panel, we've got the Gemini Jets logo and the warning information about this particular model, and then the barcode and the item number. And on the left panel, we've got the same identical information as the right panel or the opposite panel. And on the bottom panel, with the bottom of the box, we have the aircraft climbing at a very steep angle, and then we've got the Gemini Jets logo here, and then a bit of information about what Gemini Jets do as real as it gets. I must say they are getting really pretty good with their molds at the moment. My favourite molds from Gemini Jets have got to be the 787s in the current mould, the newer mould, and of course the 777s and the 747. This mould is a very, very nice one. The 747, you'll see it in a moment. And here we have the social handles for Gemini Jets, their website, Facebook page, Instagram account, and of course the Twitter. Go ahead and check them out. And here we have the licensing for the 747 and Boeing. And this aircraft was released in 2021. Of course, this was part of their August release. And here we have where the aircraft was made. So again, just a pretty generic box for Gemini Jets, a pretty standard one for them. Of course, they do have the white box for their Hawaiian releases, and they do have the silver/grey box for their Lufthansa releases, and of course for the Emirates they do have the red and grey boxes for the Emirates releases. And of course, to conclude this bit, they've got the sort of like the metal gradient type boxes for their military releases. As you'll see in a future release, the future model update or model review of the P8 Poseidon from the Royal Australian Air Force. So, to conclude this bit, now that we've gone through the information about the aircraft and the box, let's go ahead and check out the model. And here we have the absolutely stunning National Airlines Boeing 747-400 freighter by Gemini jets. Of course, this model was released in the August 2021 release alongside my Alliance Embraer E190. I do highly recommend going to check out that video. It was very fun to film. Not usually doing model unboxings on this channel, so do highly recommend going to check out that model. So now I'm going to be doing a up close review of this model from nose to tail, left to right. Let's go ahead and start the review. So looking at the front of the model first, just zooming in. So here we have the nose cone in a different shade of grey in terms of the rest of the fuselage. So here we have it just here at the end of my pointer. Underneath that is the weather radar. That is an instrument on board the aircraft that lets the pilots know whether they're going to be going through any thunderous weather or whether there's any whether they need to keep an eye out on. So then they can make a decision of whether they're going to proceed on their route or whether they need to go around any thunderous activity. So here we have the window wipers and just in front of the cockpit windshield just here. Here we have the nickname Ed. Not too sure why this aircraft is specifically called Ed. So do let me know in the comment section below if you do know why it's called Ed. Would be interested in knowing that information. Here we have some cabin windows just here. Not sure if you can make it out, just below of the pointer. Of course, this aircraft wasn't built as a pure freighter. This aircraft was built as a combi. It did operate for Air France as a passenger aircraft and of course a cargo aircraft. So that's why you can see the passenger windows the cabin windows. So just below them we have the pitot tube, the angle of attack just here, and then we have two pitot tubes. Below the aircraft, of course, we have the nose gear, and then just above that we have, just make it out, there's the nose gear door with 952 on it. That's the three numbers in the registration, November 952 Charlie Alpha. Here we have the L1 boarding door, and here we have the L3 boarding door, and here we have the L2 boarding door. And just in the center of the shot here we have the blue that is the billboard titles for National Airlines. And then we have the website of National Airlines itself. Here we have the wing lights in the inside of the wing here. And here we have the number 3 engine on board this aircraft. Of course, these are General Electric CF6 engines. So looking at the wing of the aircraft, just going to give you a nice overview of the wing here. Just showing you the end of the wing here. We've got the number 4 engine of this aircraft just here. And at the end of the wing here we've got the red navigation light, followed by the iconic 747-400 winglet. So showing you the rear of the aircraft now. Just going to put it into shot here. Of course, I'll show you a better view of the landing gear shortly. Here we have the cargo door on board this aircraft, and then we have the rear. I believe this is a catering door on the side of the aircraft. Here we have the second antenna on top of the aircraft, followed by the tail fin. Of course, we do have a little bit of manufacturer defecting just here. Of course, the lines are meant to be like synchronized right up the tail fin, but of course I'm not too fussed on that particular detail. At least it isn't a paint defect. It's more of connection of the model of the tail fin against the fuselage. But it's a very nice livery on board on the side of this aircraft. Here we have the horizontal stabilizer. We have the leading edge of the stabilizer. Has some nice detailing of the paneling, and we have the flaps just here. This the ailerons, I believe they are. And at the end of the point here, we have the APU. So now I'm going to show you the other side of the aircraft now. Just going to momentarily turn the aircraft around. So here we have at the front of the aircraft, we can just make it out. We have the cargo door just here, the forward baggage compartment. At the rear of the aircraft, you can just make it out just here with a rear baggage compartment. And on the wing here, other side it was red, but on this side it is green. The navigation light just here. So now I'm going to show you the bottom of the aircraft, lifting it up, showing you an up close view of the bottom of the aircraft. So here we have the bottom of the nose gear just here. These gears do in fact roll. Very, very cool. There's a nose gear door just there. There's the forward baggage compartment. Of course, if this was upside, it is upside down. But here we have the National Airlines logo there with in the middle of the A. We got the anti-collision beacon. There we have the stand hole with the landing gear. This is the under fuselage gear, and then we've got two sets of gears underneath the wings just there. They do roll and they do tilt. Very cool. Here's a nice up close view of the underside of the wing. Of course, there is no registration on the bottom of the wing, but very, very cool. Nicely detailed. There is the Gemini Jets logo. Some nice detailing of the rear baggage compartment just there. Trying to get it to focus. There it is. There's some nice detailing of I think there's some small air vents. Not too sure what these are. And just there at the end of the APU, we've got the entranceway of the APU. So this is a very, very cool model, just showing you the side view of the landing gear. Of course, they do tilt and they do roll. This is a very nice detailing of the model. It's very cool to have rolling gears. Just going to show you the logo on the belly, and it's the correct, I guess, view. Very cool, very, very nice model. So I do highly recommend having this model in your collection if you are a collector of cargo aircraft, or you're based in like Columbus or other places that this airline is based in. I believe I said earlier that the airline is based in Orlando, Florida. But in terms of movements or operations to my airport, this aircraft is going to be going from Columbus via Anchorage and Hong Kong all the way down to New Zealand, which is where my airport is located. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the review of this National Airlines Boeing 747-400 freighter. So if you want to come along and support my Instagram accounts, I do have two Instagram accounts. My first one is my airport account. As you can see in the background, there is my my airport map. Want to come along and support me on there? There'll be the first link in the social area of the description below. On there, I basically showcase everything in terms of photos of my models, news and updates of my operations. I host live streams on there, and other fun stuff like that. If you want to come along and support me on there, first link in the socials area of the description below. Below that will be the link leading you to my Instagram account, where I showcase my livery designs, which I make on Photoshop. When I go and check out those, there will be the second link in the description below. Below that will be the Facebook page, and below that, even more, there will be the Twitter page, which I post all of my content in terms of Instagram and YouTube. That is the ASJ Productions page. ASJ Productions is basically the name of the brand. You want to come along and join a Discord server based around aviation, We talk about our favourite aircraft liveries, model releases. We talk about everything aviation. Bunch of great lads on there in terms of AvGeeks. If you want to come along and join the Global Aviation Alliance, is where you need to go. Comment below if you want to come along and join, and I'll pass it along to one of the 4 admins. On November the 23rd, 2021, I am launching my airport's website. So I will be putting the link in the description below once it is been launched, and I'll put the link in the descriptions of future videos after, of course, it's been launched. And soon enough, I am still brainstorming ideas for these 2, but I am soon to be launching my Patreon account and, of course, my TikTok account. Not too sure what to do about those, but they will be coming very soon. So do stay tuned for that. So again, thank you very much for coming along and joining me for the review of the National Airlines Boeing 747-400 freighter by Gemini Jets. Soon enough, on the left-hand side will be the model review of the Air Premier Boeing 787-9. On the right-hand side will be the 4 playlists of model reviews that I've done so far on the channel. In the middle is where you can subscribe. But until next time, fly safe, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.